Why do you keep going back to porn even though you know it's destroying your life? Brother, you've got goals. You've got people you've loved. You've tried to quit multiple times before, yet here you are back at the screen again. Now I know what it feels like because I lived this life for 20 years. Pornography became my escape, became my crutch. It was my dirty little secret. But the truth, my porn addiction was never about porn. It was my inability to control my emotions and take ownership of my life. And almost 7 years ago, I was finally able to break free from the chains that held me captive for over 20 years. And when I finally learned these 3 simple steps, I broke free once and for all. Now, these aren't just theories. These are exact steps that I've used in the same framework that has now helped over 1,700 men inside of our coaching and programs. And in today's episode, I'm going to break them down for you and show them exactly how to apply them to your life. Welcome to the Rebuilt Man podcast. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder and host here. And it's been our mission for the last 6.5 years to help men just like you caught up in the depths of this pornography addiction, break the chains, reclaim back control, rebuild their identity, rewire their minds, begin to walk in freedom and peace without porn. So if you tried willpower before, if you tried blockers, apps, and filters, and yet you still find yourself stuck, listen closely because this 3-step process is simple, it's practical, and it's proven. And brother, if you stay consistent with it, not only will you break free from porn, but you'll build the discipline, the identity, and the strength to create the life that you've always been called to live. Let's dive in. Like I said, this process is simple to understand and difficult to apply. And it starts with step 1 here. It's making a decision and a true commitment. You see, most men never fully decide that they're ready to walk in freedom. The word decide, the root word of this means to cut off. You got to cut off all other options. You see, this is where most men stay stuck. They live in hope that they'll be able to stay free. They walk around afraid of their triggers, running from their urges. See, real freedom starts with a decision, a line in the sand moment. For me, it was facing myself in the mirror and getting radically clear and honest with myself that I was sick and tired of living a double life. There was no other option for me. And once you begin to make these decisions, studies show us that decisions made with strong identity commitment have higher long-term success rates than decisions based on temporary willpower. You see, that word identity is so important. You must commit to becoming the man that no longer wants, needs, or desires porn. What does this look like? It means you no longer let your emotions dictate your actions. You're driven by a commitment to the future. You don't rise up to the level of your motivation, brother. You fall to the level of your commitment. So once you decide and commit, here's the tip, is to write down your daily non-negotiables. Porn no longer being an option, being number 1. But what other things must you do on a daily basis to create the identity of the man that can walk in absolute freedom? Have you decided? Have you truly committed, or are you living with a hope that one day this addiction will go away? Nothing will go away without you putting in the work. So to decide today and commit to becoming the man that can walk in freedom. And that leads us to step number 2 here, is the actual process of becoming the man that can walk in freedom. Transformation isn't about avoiding porn. It's not about quitting a behavior. It's about building the identity of a man who no longer needs this in his life. He's developed better tools for self-regulation. He's equipped himself with an understanding that his emotions do not drive his behavior. You practicing things like daily gratitude? Do you have a journal reflection practice in place? Do you know how to regulate your nervous system in times of frustration, anxiety, fear, and stress? Doing things like cold showers, workouts, journalings will help build real resilience instead of creating an environment that you need to escape from. We know that porn rewires the brain's dopamine system. The only way out of it is rewiring new healthy behaviors. Lean into the power of neuroplasticity. You can rewrite these behaviors, and by rewriting your behaviors, you develop healthier habits. And the only way to create a new identity is to walk in new daily routines. Here's the practical steps for you. Identify the emotions that you're running from. Get clear on the things that you're using porn to escape from. Is it loneliness? Is it rejection? Is it isolation? Is it boredom? Begin to replace these behaviors with healthier outlets. If you're alone, isolated, and bored, do you have a brotherhood to connect with and have real, meaningful conversations? If you're running from the pain of too much energy built up inside of you, do you have physical outlets that you're using every single day? Workouts, daily walks outside. If you're running from the fear of the future because you're afraid of stepping into your potential, are you connecting with God on a daily basis? Are you getting clear on the things that need to be done to create the life that you want to live? Begin to learn real emotional regulation tools, breathwork, grounding exercises, mindfulness practices. But most importantly, understand that porn-free men don't walk in loneliness and isolation. They thrive in community, in brotherhood. Secrecy is going to breed more shame. Get into systems of accountability where other men will rise you up. So step one was to decide and commit. Step two was to become the man that no longer needs it. And through this journey, you may have setbacks and failures. And that's where step three becomes so important. Do not let your slips, relapses, and failures define you. Don't get emotional about them. A slip doesn't mean failure. Failure is when you quit. When you quit giving up the commitment that you are becoming this man, that is when you have failed. Guys, I've seen guys in the program that have relapsed on day 45. But instead of spiraling into shame, they treated this as data. They made adjustments. And now many of these men are 500 plus days free. Recovery outcomes improve dramatically when setbacks are reframed as learning possibilities and opportunities, not moral failures. Here's the truth, brother. If you're just getting started in this journey, setbacks are going to become inevitable. The reason you're so stuck is because you are not the man, and the reason you're not the man that's free because you don't know how to live a life as that man. So why would you achieve it in your first attempt? Learn to detach your emotions once again from your behaviors. When you stumble, ask the question, what triggered this? And what can I do differently? Begin to keep your eyes on the bigger vision, the life that you're building, the man that you're becoming, not the isolated incident that is causing you to feel ashamed. You see, that's the old self. That's the enemy inside of you whispering to you once again, you are not worthy. But brother, I'm here to tell you that you are. You are worthy and absolutely 100% capable of walking in freedom as long as you follow these processes. Don't allow the emotions of a slip define you. Rise up, conquer, be the warrior that you need to be. And this is where accountability and brotherhood becomes so important, because through this journey, there will come times where you'd feel down. Think about the power of other men lifting you up, saying, you got this, brother. We're pulling for you. Here's what I told you. I told you it was a simple 3-step process that changed my life. And it's changed the life of thousands of other men. Step one, decide and commit. Step two, become the man who doesn't need porn. Step three, don't let setbacks drag you back into shame. But here's the truth. You're not going to do this alone. That shame, that guilt, that frustration thrives in isolation. But freedom grows in brotherhood. And that's exactly why I created the Rebuilt Man community and why I put this into a formulated process. And it starts with 7 days. And here's the best part is I'm giving you the first 7 days for free. If you click the link there below, if you go to therebuiltman.com/7-day reset, you can get access for free to our 7-day porn reset. This is your chance to hit the reset button. Learn the exact tools you need to rewire your brain and step into a community of men who will walk this road with you. You've got nothing to lose and a whole new life to gain for free. Therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. Click the link down there below. Get instant access to the 7 days, to a brotherhood of men to support you, to real live group coaching calls, and everything you need to become the man that God has called you to be. Guys, click the link there below. We'll see you on the inside. Coach Frank, the Rebuilt Man. Make sure to rate, review, subscribe if you watch this on YouTube. And brother, we'll see you in the next one.